Hey, this is Rick Theriault, Maine Real Estate Guide. I'm on location in Bradford, Maine at the kind of the end of the maintained portion of Gravy Lane. We're going to take the side-by-side in for the next 2 miles into 131 plus or minus acres with over 7,000 feet of frontage on 2 streams, Logan Brook and Dead Stream. Dead Stream's a pretty big body of water. In places it's about 30 yards wide, so it's in many parts of the country we call it a river, but up here in Maine we call it a stream. We met a person that lives in there on the road. He had a tractor with a snowblower on it, and he was getting rid of the remnants of the last snowstorm. And he recommended we take the side-by-side in, as he said the last section of road is pretty rough. So if you are in the market for some an off-grid recreational property, or perhaps a place to build an off-grid home, you can do that too. So it's a nice property, coming to market at $80,000. So if it's something you might be interested in, stay tuned to the rest of the video. So we made it to the second gate. Got it unlocked. About to drive through with the tract rig. The property is across the railroad tracks through that road that's kind of overgrown. There's a lot of water around here. I don't know if you can see that in the snow. Those are otter traces where the otters have been sliding in this fresh snow. Pretty cool. Looks like there's been more than one. I would say it's a whole family of otter. You can see up the railroad tracks a little ways there. I believe that's Logan Brook. So that would be a bridge over Logan Brook. But they're sliding all over the place here. Very cool. So there is a 50-foot right-of-way along this road. You can see that no one's been keeping it trimmed back. But you have the right to open this up, trim these back. We've had pretty heavy snow last night, so branches make it probably look a little worse than it really is. But the road is snow covered, not maintained. So this is a private road. And the people that benefit from it maintain it. So if you own the land back here, you'd be responsible for the maintenance. So we made it to the property, and as you can see, this road is very well overgrown. It would take you and some friends a few weekends to cut this by hand, or either that or hire a guy with a little mini excavator with a mulching head. He could come in here and do it in an afternoon and clear this up, and then you can also gravel it and improve the road. This is the property line. We're just stepping onto the property, and it is freshly painted, which is pretty nice to have your boundaries pretty well established. There is an old trailer that was hauled in a couple of owners ago. There she sits. I saw some fisher tracks there, so he was probably in there hunting mice or something in the snow. But we're about 300 feet from Dead Stream, which is another major boundary to this parcel. And this location, if you got rid of that trailer and you cut a few trees, would be a great place to build a camp. Just a few hundred feet from the water. It's a very, very picturesque spot. Got some towering pines and some big hemlocks here along the stream that they didn't. There are limitations to what they can cut when they come in and harvest. And this property, to the best of my knowledge and from observation, I would say it was cut hard about 30 years ago. And she's come back pretty good, but she's thick. So a lot of stems. But here along the stream, you got some big mature trees. This is a beautiful spot. And we had fresh snow last night, and And on our way in, I saw fisher tracks in several locations, and right around here, besides me, I've got my tracks here in the snow, but these tracks here all around this old fire pit, these are all bobcat tracks. That bobcat's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth here on the bank, probably hunting mice or squirrels, looking for lunch. Down there on the stream, that skid mark in the snow, that's where an otter slid on its belly as it was bounding down dead stream. But this is one of the major boundaries for this property, and it's about I'm going to say here it's probably about 25 or 30 yards across. It's a very wide body of water, and it's that wide for the best, looking at the satellite image, the whole length of the property boundary. So it's a great place to throw a canoe, or even you could probably put a small outboard in here if you wanted to. But what a place to paddle and catch a fish, or see a moose, or see a deer out on one of these cleared areas that's jut out into the by the brook. Beautiful spot, just gorgeous. So I've made it to Dead Stream, which is one of the boundaries of this property in Bradford, 131 plus or minus acres. It's off grid. There's about 7,000 feet of frontage between this frontage on Dead Stream, which at this point here is better than 30 yards across. Very deep, meandering body of water. You could canoe, boat, fish. Right now, there's a lot of animal tracks on it. Here in the snow, right by me, is where a fisher cross from one side to the other. There's some coyote tracks out there on the snow. Quite a picturesque spot. Don't hear any traffic out here. We're quite a ways from civilization. Beautiful spot. The spot that I'm standing on here is probably one of the high spots. I would say, looking at it, I'm probably 20 plus feet above the surface of Dead Stream, which is way off in the distance at the very edge of this video clip, it right here. So there is potential to build here and have a water view in an off-grid setting. You'd have to cut some trees and improve the road, obviously, because there's no trail here. I just bushwhacked through that patch of woods to get to this location. But this is a very nice spot right along Dead Stream, which is right there. So if you're looking for an off-grid location with 130 plus or minus acres, with loads of privacy, because we're at the end of the road, with lots of water feature, over 7,000 feet of frontage on both Dead Stream and Logan Brook, well, give Rick Theriault, your Maine real estate guy, a call at area code 207-731-9902, and we'll get you in here to take a look at it. Now, right now, getting around is pretty good. It's early January. We really, we're fortunate we don't have much snow on the ground. But even if there is a lot of snow, we've got snowshoes and snowmobiles. We'll get you in here if you want to look her over. So give Rick Theriault, your Maine real estate guy, a call at area code 207-731-9902. Thanks.